What's up, YouTube? You're watching Life with Chris, and on this channel, I like to make self-love and self-care a hot hobby. So on this channel, I often talk about weight loss. Today, I want to talk about all the fad diets that I've tried. And let me just tell you, I have tried a lot of fad diets. In fact, my middle name was like Crystal Fad Diet because Crystal did all of the fad diets. And who's Crystal, you're asking? It's me. Fad diets. Where should I start? I've done so many. So for those of you who haven't watched my weight loss story, I make sure that I will include it somewhere in this video. It's definitely worth listening to so you can hear a little bit of background regarding my life and how I got to this point. But here I am today. I'm 28 years old and I'm still trying to lose weight. But one thing that I am absolutely not doing is fad diets. But we could take a walk down memory lane and definitely talk about where I came from. I would have to say that I started fad diets primarily when I was a freshman in college. I am now going on, I think, 8 years out of college, or maybe 7 years out of college. What's 2021 minus 2024? Oh wait, what? No, wait. I graduated in 2014. I don't know how long it's been, but you get the gist. It's been a while. And I literally have tried a number of diets because at the time, although I was feeling my chubbiness and the guys on campus also were, because I was hot, yes, I was a 2K10 hottie. I still had thoughts around losing weight because obviously first year of college, I wanted to be as sexy as can be. And I was just that, but I need to get my health also on track. So I want to talk about a few different things that I've done. So my freshman year of college, I cut out soda. That wasn't a fad diet. That was just a very, very smart decision because with me cutting out soda, I lost 20 pounds in the first year. But the summer of freshman year of college going into sophomore year, I tried the Paleo Diet. The Paleo Diet. You guys know what the Paleo Diet, right? Actually, let me research it. What is the Paleo Diet? So the Paleo Diet is also known as the Caveman Diet, okay? Or the Stone Age Diet. And it's a modern fad diet consisting of foods thought by its proponents to mirror eating in the paleo, I can't say that word right now. But basically, what I do remember from the Paleo Diet is it was a very large emphasis on natural things. So grass-fed beef, coconut milk, coconut flour, anything made from a coconut. Anything that was grain-free and low carb. Literally, I think it was just straight up veggies that we were eating, like fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, lean meat, bacon, which was, I always feel like it's really weird when you can eat bacon on a diet, because I feel like that's like something fatty as hell. Like when I look at bacon being fried on a pan, I always think about high cholesterol and diabetes, but that's a whole nother story. The things that you had to avoid included grains, so you know, your brown rice, all that great stuff, any beans, salt, refined sugar, dairy, because dairy, I guess, back in the day was not a thing, potatoes of any kind, not even your good old sweet potato, so yeah, and just highly processed foods in general were not allowed during the paleo. So it was a really interesting diet, and to be honest with you, I can't really sit here and tell you what the results were of those diets because it's been so long. I don't even know if I lost any weight. Like I literally can't even say, okay, I lost this amount of weight because I can't remember. So sophomore year of college comes around and I decided that I was gonna do another crazy diet. What diet, you're asking? Are you ready for this? Boom. Atkins Diet, the OG low-carb diet. And why did I do that? Because I did a hell of a lot of research trying to figure out how I can lose weight with minimal effort. And the good thing about this diet is that you didn't have to exercise. From what I understand and what I remember, because like my brain's getting a little old now, was that it was very low carb. In fact, it was like 0 carbs. So I think I couldn't even have like berries and fruits. It was literally like cheese, meat, veggies. That was literally it. Oh, I'm sorry, and eggs. And it was so stupid because I literally vividly remember how bad my headaches were from changing my eating habits so dramatically. I felt horrible. But one thing that I did feel, in addition to feeling horrible, was lighter. Yeah, I was feeling lighter. I lost 33 pounds in 30 days. 33 pounds in 30 days. Every time I stepped on the scale, I lost anywhere from a pound to a pound and a half. When I tell you this diet was the craziest diet that I've ever done, I am not lying. I want you to take me seriously. It was a crazy diet. Not just because of the eating habits, but just because of the rapid weight loss. Like, who would have ever known that all I had to do was stop eating carbs and eating any other food groups to lose a whole bunch of weight? I will tell you this. After 2 weeks of doing the keto and just getting adjusted to the way that it made my body feel, I then decided to go ahead and start working out. And I think that's another reason why my weight loss doubled, because I was also working out with it. And I think that just ultimately had a positive effect. And I was with enough energy to not feel like I was like dying while I was working out. Like, I felt very energetic. I felt like I could run forever. It was just incredible. In fact, while I was under keto, they're like the same diet. While I was doing Atkins, I actually ran my first mile without stopping ever in my life. Like, I vividly remember being on like the Rutgers campus, because I went to Rutgers, and like being in the gym on like Cook campus and running a mile without stopping. I felt incredible after the first initial few weeks. But of course, the weight came back like a vengeance as soon as I ate a bagel. And that's when all hell broke loose. It became pretty evident that fad diets were not working out for me. So that's when I made the conscious decision to just absolutely stop working out and stop attempting to eat healthy. We could fast forward to 1 year after college, and I decided to do the Hormone Reset Diet, which, if you guys don't know, we have multiple hormones in our body. How many, you ask? We have 50 different hormones in our body. So as you know, your hormones play a very big role in regulating all processes in your body. So hormones such as testosterone, leptin, insulin, etc. play a really big role in how your metabolism acts. So for me personally, I already knew that I had an issue with feeling satiated. And I love saying that word, satiated. It's just such a good word. But the essential thing was I wanted to get control of my eating habits and reteach my body of how to stop eating when I felt full. And that's even something that I freaking deal with right now. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I still struggle with learning to say no when I'm already full. Sometimes I just want to just hurry up and eat whatever I want to eat to get it over with so I can live my life. I'm not even kidding. It's like, am I not going to live my life if I do that? I don't know. Basically, what the diet consisted of was changing up your diet every 3 months. And this is actually a segue into why I became pescatarian. The first 3 days, they wanted you to reset your testosterone. So they told you to cut out red meat. So I cut out the red meat, and I was only allowed to eat like chicken, turkey, poultry, and fish. And then like the next 3 days, it was like focusing on another hormone. So it might be your cortisol, growth hormone, estrogen, all that stuff. There were certain foods that you can eat to reset your metabolic hormones that can essentially help you lose weight and help you keep it off. Wow, who's the jokester here? It's me. I'm the jokester. So I had lost 12 pounds. So the claim is that you would lose 15 pounds in 21 days. It was a 21-day program, and I lost 12 pounds. And let me tell you something. I really did reset my hormones, and I absolutely believe in that diet. It was not an extreme diet. It was 3 days at a time, but you'd be very surprised. Even when you cut out little things 3 days at a time, you feel like, damn, I miss ice cream. I miss this. But it was like, oh, it's only 3 days, and then, you switch to the next diet. So that was a pretty effective diet that I did. And I have no regrets. I think that it did kind of help with my insulin and things like that. And because at one point I was pre-diabetic, and the way that the system works is they actually tell you to go get like a diabetic reading testing stuff so you could take your insulin. And I'm sorry, not insulin. So you can take your do a blood pick thing or whatever, and measure what your blood sugar is on a daily basis, which was excessive. And it's crazy because I still have the little blood thingy upstairs, and I'm sometimes I do just look at it just for the hell of it, because I'm curious, whoa, am I pre-diabetic right now or am I not? So I thought the diet was pretty effective. I didn't mind it. And the last fad diet that I chose to do before I gave up fad diets for good was the one, the only keto diet. Yes. And we briefly talked about the keto diet earlier when I was talking about the Atkins diet. It is very similar. I don't even know what the difference is between the two. Literally, one just seems more modernized and one just seems more old school. But keto, I lasted 2 hours on a keto diet. I'm not even kidding. I'll never forget it. I was, in the process of starting my new job. Not this new job that I'm at right now, but the job before that. And I literally was like, all right, I'm going to stop eating cheese, or I had to do whatever that I had to do. I think it was literally only cheese, nuts, and fish and vegetables that I can eat, and eggs. And oh my God, I started off my morning. I had 2 eggs, immediately felt nauseous. Okay. And then I went on to eat my cheese and my nuts, and I was like, this is disgusting. And then at lunchtime, I almost passed out. So I stuffed a whole bunch of it was buffalo cauliflower in my mouth just so I can survive. Cause I literally felt like my blood sugar crashed. And I think that was the moment where I realized that I needed to do something that was about longevity and not just a fast fix. See, the problem with some of these low-carb diets are the fact that it's not going to last long. Unless you plan on doing keto for life, you're better off just not doing keto at all. I'm just being honest with you. Unless you want to lose weight really quick for a vacation or something like that, then I say go ahead. And all those diehard keto fans out there, I'm glad it works for you, but it doesn't work for me. If I were to eat a bagel after getting off a week of keto, I would have gained 25 pounds max, okay? 25 pounds, and I would have been very depressed. So keto's not for me. None of the diets that I mentioned are for me anymore, and I'm just glad that I have adapted a better way of eating so I can stop dealing with these crazy fad diets. They don't help anybody. They don't help anybody. Just make a commitment to eat healthy and take it day by day. Don't wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to cut out every freaking sugary item that I have ever tried in my life. I'm never eating it again, because it's not realistic. And you and I both know that one day we're going to be at a wedding. Maybe it's your wedding, and we're going to be eating cake. So what are you not going to do? You're not going to have your wedding cake? That just seems like it's not great. I don't think it's a great idea. I think you should have your wedding cake. So what I'm saying is that be mindful. Be mindful, practice mindful eating habits, and I promise you'll get to where you want to be. And that's something that I had to learn. And I have another video coming up because, believe it or not, I decided to do a very interesting challenge for myself over the past 30 days in January, and it ends on the 31st. So that video will be out next week. Stay tuned and make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the bell so you know when I'm posting a new video, and make sure you come back, because I'm gonna miss you. All right? Stay healthy, stay safe, and stop those fad diets. Peace.